Halito Habarigani, Shalom Hotep, Alvida Zane, and greetings to all the sentient beings in the universe on this illustrious celebration of the American of the United States of America, to which it stands. I want to thank Vyasa L. Indian for actually tuning in. I think you Negroes might appreciate that. There goes my man Taj in the building as well. Please like the video on your way in. So obviously you see it's 8 o'clock in the morning. There goes Star. It's 8 o'clock in the damn morning, and Sim. And if you Negroes are going to tune in at 8 o'clock in the morning on a July 4th, then I might as well try to make it worth your time, and I appreciate you tuning in as you wipe the cold out your eyes. And if you're on the West Coast, then am I even on a stage? Yeah, I am. Then I thank you, especially because it's just sunrise now. Can y'all put a 1 in the chat to make sure I'm not talking to myself? I'd appreciate it. So before I get started, I need 1. Okay, thank you, Grown, and peace to you, Grown. So check this out. Y'all ready? Okay. Peace, Ava. So I'm a peace, Leela. Y'all know that I'm a small room type of performer, right? And because it shows that people are interested, which is fine. Peace, Thurman, my main man, and Brandon. So I'm gonna start because I just appreciate y'all being here. So with that said, my goal is always for you to leave with one new thing that you did not know before you tuned in to some random Negro on the internet, and maybe get a laugh or two along the way. But I'm going to share something that I know, this is no knock on black people. 99% of the damn country don't know, of the world for that matter. But I'm going to share part of it with you guys because y'all my peeps and y'all know how this go. I like to see the impact of, sharing a small amount and see how far it goes. So with that said, I did a video the other day talking about secret societies. And the secret society that I mentioned was the Odd Fellows, right? And so we see and understand the impact of secret societies and what they could do and the potential for them and the impact on society they will have. Well, here we go again. If you Negroes think this ain't gonna get crazy, come on, y'all. But first, we must get the nerd stuff out the way. Some people don't like this part. Some people appreciate it because this is where you can open up a tab or possibly even what's I gonna say? Open up a tab or have some names. Forgot exactly what I was gonna say. Peace, Edward Ramon. So here we go. Check this out. I'm gonna introduce you to another secret society that some have not heard of. Have people ever heard of this fraternity? All right, you ready? This fraternity is called the Benevolent Order of the Elks. Okay? And I will try to make it bigger so you can see. And I'm show a few things with this one. First of all, this concept amongst Wotopians that only Moors wore fezzes and Shriners, no, the fez was a symbol of an organization of some kind. It became that. Obviously, it's a what is it, North African type of headgear, but it became symbolic of something. So it was not limited to like some of you may think Moors or some of you saw Shriners. Many an organization, whether fraternal or in some cases not, wore the fez. Okay? And you know what? Corey, peace. Neo Wokes are in the building, so now I can impart some information because y'all know I be doing this stuff, especially for the Neo Wokes, so they don't get caught down the rabbit hole of consciosity. All right, yo, I should pull up this video. I'm gonna pull up. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Uh, peace to everybody coming in because I want to try to pull up this video if I can get to the part real quick, right? And it's so just bear with me. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it. What is it? Damn, I put myself on the spot. I should have got prepared. Okay, let me do this because I want to show y'all something to make this point. So I appreciate y'all bearing with me while I can pull this up. Okay, and then this is it. And then which one is it? I think it is. No. Okay, here it is. So I'm gonna get it. And y'all gonna see. And the people who bear with me through this, I'm not usually this ridiculous. It'll be worth it. So let me pull it up. Of course, it's not gonna let me just. Okay, here it is. Okay. Okay. Let me just scroll through the part because y'all know they're gonna shut the channel down if I show the whole thing, y'all. So let me just get to the part. Okay, I can see it right here. Okay. All right. So, folks, this. Come on. Okay. Can I share this screen? Friends, I'm sorry for the delay. This is a movie. I'm trying to speed up to it so they don't shut me, but I cut down the sound. Called Let's Do It Again. That on your screen is a man named Bill Cosby. Okay? That is one of them fine women who was on all the movies back in the day. That other Negroidian looking gentleman is Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier. And so the reason I show you this is because are they going to get to it? I have to scroll up. Okay, they're about to go into somewhere, y'all. She just handed him a sash, right? And so, folks, when you see, first of all, pause. I want you to notice, get out of here, something. Look at this right here. If anybody's seen this movie, y'all ever notice this? Sons and daughters of Shaka. And you see the symbols, right? We're breaking down movies before we start out this biatch. Happy July 4th. So now that you see sons and daughters of Shaka, let's go a little bit further. So they walk in, there's the sashes that they have on, right? And some people are having a meeting. Well, this meeting, what does the great Ozzie Davis have on his head? Well, he has a fez. What do the gentlemen in the back have? Well, I ain't even noticed. If you look on the wall back here, I think that's Blyden on the wall back here. I ain't even noticed that before. But you see the gentlemen sitting down, they have sashes. And this man in the front has a sash, a robe, and a fez on. As you can see, Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby have their sashes on and they take their seats. And here we go. I really want to redo this hat. Any designers get at me. Y'all know I think I was asking some of y'all on the Discord for years. I really want to do over this hat. Nonetheless, you see a pause. And the reason I pause is so you can get a better view of his fez. Is he a Moor? No. So why would a black movie of the era have a meeting called the Sons and Daughters of Shaka and they dress in this type of attire, like their fraternity? Because fraternal orders, like I mentioned, were not just what you think with Masons and Shriners and such, but they were social organizations where black folks and white folks organized and joined together. In this case, it's called the Sons and Daughters of Shaka. To do what? To take care of each other in sickness and health and all this other stuff. That's the reason I pointed this out. So you can see this. I just thought of it while we were while I was in here. So now, with that said, back to this. He's the grand exalted ruler of the Elks, and you can see his hat. Okay? Let me just check the chat real quick. Yeah, so y'all got that so far? Okay? Sydney and Bill, Peace, Omega, and Tells. So y'all saw that, right? And so we're back here. So you can see the place of it. Okay? So now, this Elks, that's where we're going to start. So the nerds out there, this is going to be one for you before we get crazy. So we're going to go here, and all I'm going to type is, you can do this at home, Elks. Nope, not that Elks. Elks fraternity. I could probably get to it this way. This is one of their halls. Elks. Come on, man. Just give me the direct link. Elks. Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Why is this so difficult today? It's here we go. All right. So this is what you see here. And I want people to pay close attention because this is a super duper jewel. Nobody knows, but y'all gonna be like, oh snap. All right, how many people in here? Still, oh damn, 40 people. Yo, 40 people watch this. Y'all ain't never, ever, ever, ever in your life seen this before. And remember that. Yeah, I didn't play the audio, grown. Ready? Let's take this journey. Benevolent and Protective Order of the Elks. The Benevolent and Protective Order of the Elks, some of you may know Elks, commonly known as the Elks Lodge or simply the Elks, is an American fraternal order, charitable organization founded in 1868. Why is that important? What's 1868? Think of where you were, okay? In New York City. Originally established as a social club for minstrel show performers. How many people knew that? A fraternal order was started by minstrels. What? Yep. You see that? I'll leave this here for a second. So you know I'm not making it up. The Elks Lodge, some of you guys, whether big town or small town, may know Elks. Elks is pretty much nationwide. They were started by black-faced minstrels. All right, let me check the chat again because that's an important point. Do you see this? This is important. Yeah. Now y'all ready? Y'all know we got to lay foundation and it gets kind of boring in the beginning. You know that. But if you think that this is going to be just some boring, you niggas know me better than that. Come on now. So now we have this, right? So now we have this in play, and you understand that the Elks are a fraternal order started by minstrels. Well, the Elks had events. Peace, Chris. I think I saw Chris in there. Where is the thing? And so the first one I'm going to show you is this. I'm going to tell you is this. The Elks had some of the biggest social events in the whole country, right? Guess what those social events were called? That's right. COON balls. Pause. COON parties. Anybody hear what I said? The Elks had COON parties as their biggest events. Number one, this is 1903. Let me just scroll in. As you can see, Hilarity unconfined, burnt cork, parade, and coon dance. By whom? The Elks. The Elks Coon festivities in the afternoon and evening of Wednesday, April 15th were the first of the kind ever given in Nevada and were pronounced by many competent to judge to be as fine as any ever given on the Pacific coast. Fully 3,000 people were on the street, and the Elks were blacked, that means blackface, and attired in the gladdest kind of rags for the parade, which old Jack Haverly, who was a minstrel, minstrels never surpassed. Okay? The business houses turned out floats lavishly draped in royal purple and driven by the employees cooned for the occasion. A float had been prepared. Where is it? I lost my place. A float had been prepared for cake walking and was fitted up with a platform, a special band of music, and two cake walkers who were the finest brand of the real article, meaning of the real nigga. Dyed in the wool, that's your naps, and warranted fast colors. Remember how I often show and how it goes into those pimp suits, and I walked it up to there in the macaronis and the dandies? It still existed in 1900 and went all the way to today. Okay? So now you see that they also have, to say that the Elks graced the occasion will be putting it mild. Joe Stetson looked like one of Stanley's, Stanley, he went to Africa, pet Congo chiefs. So they had someone dressed as an African as well, clad in the severe, damn, why I keep losing, simplicity of a yaller, means yellow, girdle, and during the entire afternoon traveled strictly on his shape. Okay? What else? We have Charlie Cole was granted marshal, scantily attired as a ballet dancer in yellow mosquito net. This is a man, mind you, through which gleamed his beautifully rounded black limbs. Yuck. Wesley Warren as a plantation darky looked as if he had just stolen a ham from some white man's smokehouse. The Elks and their friends remained black all afternoon, and any place of business with a white behind the counter was boycotted. Let me scroll back in. Sorry. Damn it. Boycotted. So if you did not have, these are the proprietors, your blackface on during this celebration, your business was boycotted. I read it again. The Elks and their friends remained black all afternoon, and any place of business with a white behind the counter was boycotted. Any white man caught on the street was blacked, which means it was forcibly put the burnt cork on their face. And by dark, every man and boy in town was colored in a way that will cause the day to be a long remembered one for the laundries and housewives. This is an elk party. Shall I go further? The hall in the evening surpassed anything ever given by an amalgamated association of tonsorial artists and hotel waiters. It means barbers, the tonsorial part. The real darkies behind the lemonade stand were pale compared with the dancers of the evening. No white folks were allowed on the floor, which became a major rule for coon celebrations. So remember that. And white spectators were relegated to the bandstand. The Dusky Belle's gowns were marvels of color and gorgeousness. And as we see, this is crazy, yes? Tell me to keep this one up. It's a holiday. So y'all still with me? Peace to Hui. So now that we see that this is going down, let's go a little bit further, right? why didn't, oh, because I opened it up this way. So, damn, I got 100 of these articles. I don't even know where to begin. So these elks will have shows and performances. Okay? These shows, what is going on here? Okay. These shows, let me just put y'all on a page. It'll be easy and then I could just go through it. So let me just go to newspapers. All right. So I'm going to go to my clippings and we're going to do this. Watch what I type. COON BALL. Let's get right to it. As you can see, oh, you wanted pictures? Well, let's start here. These are Masons, but I'll get back to those coons in a second. As you can see, my niggas, these are them. These are Masons. These are Shriners, actually. Shriners in their hats with what? Their minstrel show outfits on. You see? In real time. Okay? So this type of stuff is happening. As you can see, Shrine Minstrel Show program. Boom. But these are the Masons. Galaxy of burnt cork men and comedians will make merry in Beethoven Hall. Your pain is their entertainment, but we'll get back to that. Damn, I ain't want to make it that big. Because what they have, and I'm just trying to find the ones with put the pictures for you. But I have to show you this because this is important. Ready? This is going to give you a good example of what's going on. 1901. COON BALL. Anybody see this? I ain't making it up. I put COON dance in the title just so y'all would, because I don't, COON balls, also called COON dances. As you can see, in the paper, ain't hiding a goddamn thing. Remember I told you about that professor name? Anybody notice his name was Professor W.A. Henry? But I'll leave that alone for now. So let's read through this. The prompter they got, the floor director, the music. Y'all ready for the rules? Here are the rules I need y'all to listen. Only those in coon costume will be permitted to dance and have privileges of the dancing floor during the night. I repeat that. Only those in coon costume will be permitted to dance. These are all white folks and have privileges of the dancing floor during the night. It is required for you to have a good time. You need to be black faced and in your coon costume, or you can't even get on the dance floor. All white people. Number two, all those attending in whiteface will be considered as spectators and have no dancing privileges either before or after midnight. If you come white, you get no action. The cakewalk contest will begin at 11 o'clock. The winners to receive a $5 cake. 5 persons will be selected from the audience to act as judges. Okay, let me just interject because I saw something. I'll share with you this. Okay. So, let me just do it this way. Right? As an example of this, share this tab. What do you see here? This is a song sheet. So now you understand one. If you learn one new thing, you know what to do later. You ever hear the expression, well, that takes the cake? It's a kind of old expression, but some of you younger people may have heard, oh, that takes the cake. Well, what does that come from? That comes from the cakewalk and the cakewalk prize. I got to do a little history on the cakewalk now. God damn it. This shit always get a little. Let me show you. Cakewalk. Some of you have heard of it. Let's just go to Wikipedia so you guys can see it. If you want to see a video of it, share this tab. Here's the cakewalk. And right? That's the cakewalk. These are black people. But in order to do this at the party and win the prize, you had to be in black face. So now that you see the cakewalk, what's the cakewalk? The cakewalk was a dance developed from the prize walks held in the mid 19th century, generally all together on black slave plantations before and after emancipation. Okay? This dance was originally to mimic or mock their masters, or their, I don't even like calling them masters. Well, you know what I mean. To mock the white folks who had them in captivity. That's what it was initially for. The white folks didn't know about it. And eventually the white folks would sit up on their porches and be entertained by the Negroes dancing, that they let them make these cakes and whatever, and the cakes became the prize. That's where the expression, well, that takes the cake, comes from. All right. So now, where was it? Y'all can get that. Y'all can do your own history on it. You see? The cakewalk was adopted by performers in minstrel shows, where it was danced exclusively by men until the 1890s. Okay? So, where Remus at? I don't find out why I lost Remus. I lost Remus. Oh, I wasn't showing y'all? Oh, yeah, I was showing y'all. Hold on. So now, when I go back here, you guys will understand this. We decode things around here. Anybody catch what just happened? Yeah, you might want to rewind. So now you understand how you can decode this, and you like, why this nigga got a cake? And by the way, it's July 4th. Look how they got Remus dressed. What did I keep trying to tell you? Uncle Sam is dressed like a minstrel. The Harlem Globetrotters outfit, although red, white, and blue, minstrel costume. Okay? So this is what's going on. Now, when we go back to, where's my screen? Sound like Chris when I do that. Share my screen. All right. You'll see the cakewalk contest will begin at 11 o'clock. The winners to receive a $5 cake. Now you know. Now you can decode that part. 5 persons will be selected from the audience to act as judges. Ready? Tickets. Admitting gentlemen, ladies in coon costume is $1. Right? Y'all ready? Material for blacking will be furnished free and can be secured at Pigot's Barber Shop. You go get your blackface from the barber shop before you come to this party. The Elks are a fraternal order and had whole towns doing coon parades, coon dances, and coon balls. Popular culture is a weapon. You know none of this. There is signification going on in 2025 most people are not even aware of, because most people don't know the history of this stuff. Y'all do now, right? There you go. Didn't make none of it up. You see it. Coon balls. And so what happens at this part, you think it's a one-off, and then I go, well, here's another one. I'll shoe be there making fun of you. Annual coon ball. What does annual means? Every goddamn year. Moline Lodge. This is the Odd Fellows, another fraternity that I covered yesterday. Or the day before, or whatever. Let's look at this. At the Eagles Hall, 4 prizes. Prizes for best coon couple, and prize for best man makeup and best lady makeup. I'm going to do a few of these so you don't think it's just some one-off type of event. How about this? Odd Fellows annual Coon Ball attended by over 600. The masquerade is the big event of the year. Did you know white folks had whole club nights making fun of your tarred face self? Did you understand that this was popular culture for a long time. Whole parties, you would think it was the players' ball. Not a black face besides the goddamn janitor, whatever they called him at the time, and probably the black woman in the back making the real food. Biggest events of the year in some of these places. White folks dressed up. All right. Where my Atlanta people were at, New York people, whoever, Cali, doesn't matter, Kentucky, wherever y'all are from. Y'all know that club night and you put on dress to the nines, as they say, and go to the club and have a good time and party, whatever. Well, white folks made fun of that and raised money for their schools, churches, and civic organizations. White organization is funded in many ways by your exploitation. I'll repeat that. White organizations are funded in many ways by your exploitation. Something to think about. So here's another one from 1897. Dyson Williams catches Anna in first cakewalk, says, then the cakewalk began. Dyson Williams, as was expected, won with ease. The prize was a fine gold watch in this case. John Bryant of Lexington won the buck dance. You know how people say, oh, he's buck dancing? Well, it was a real thing. Okay? As you can see, buck dance. My people still in here, grown, you know they leave when they get kind of, but yep, I was at 60, 51. I told y'all, unless I start getting ratchet, they're going to leave. So now, y'all, now the people who did leave, right, they're going to miss this clue right here. Let me just open up another tab. Buck dance. I've heard plenty of Negroes say this, right? My clippings. Share this tab. So Dahootie, I should ask Dahootie, put him on the goddamn spot. Oh, let me just show you this while I'm here. I should run through this. I got a little bit of time. A little bit. White folks have minstrel shows even when your ass is locked up. Check this out. I'm gonna go. This is called the police minstrels. They had shows where they dress up in blackface. Look, and you as prisoners. You Negroes don't want the truth, huh? This is what they did. So your criminal culture, like I keep telling you, you think you make this high and popular. They was doing this before you started rapping. So this culture that you walk into, they are very familiar with it because they created it as far as popular culture. These are white folks in blackface in prison uniform, held by the police minstrels. Huh? What was I do? I'm gonna remind you to call this half decode. Fuck it, I'll do that one for y'all. And then what was I? Here was the other one. We got the cakewalk. Well, I'll get back to this one. How about I'm just gonna type wing. Maybe it'll come up that way easier. How about let me just find it for you. They really did a number on this, like on damn, I could show y'all all this. This is oh damn. I might as well go through it. Here you go. Madison Square Garden, Corey. What did Madison Square Garden have? What's this old? This is 1895. Madison Square Garden has a cakewalk and jubilee contest, Corey. 100 jubilee singers buck and wing dancing. That's what I'm trying to find for y'all to show you at Madison Square Garden. All right? Yeah. But one of the dances that I want to show you, why won't this just is what was just mentioned. No, I ain't gonna show you that one. I'll show you. I'll come back to that one. Let me put about buck because this is important for y'all to see because there's a picture associated with it. If I can find them, because these people done messed up how I can find my images. But what I will tell you until I find it is the dance comes from a dance called the buck and wing, and that's where buck dancing comes from. But I want to show you. Oh, here's even better. But this is not the one. What does this say, folks? Elks Convention Minstrels, a magnificent production. Businessmen generally interested to make it a success. Businessmen, right? What do we got here? Lovers of buck dancing. See the first line? We'll be glad to learn that the Elks have engaged Europe's most famous terpsichorean. Ooh, that's a terpsichorean. That's a good word. But let's see. Y'all want to see what they look like? Dun, 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 dun. That's not a black person. That's a white person in blackface doing a buck dance. Lord have mercy. By the way, make sure you ain't never, ever, ever in your life seen that. Okay? This is what's going on at the minstrel show, at the Elks show. In this case, at the minstrel shows or whatever. This is 1906, and some of the biggest entertainment in the country is making fun of even your celebrations, which is a theme. If some of you remember the pictures that I showed from the 1830s of life in Philadelphia. So now we're roughly 70, 80 years later, and they're still doing the same thing. So what do you think they're doing in 2025? You can't decode it. Everything from when some of you wasn't born, NWA, all the way to drill is can't decode it. You just think that we're controlling the whole show. How? When you going to Leo Cohen to get a check. How you think you really controlling that? Because it says 300 on it. Oh, 300 entertainment. That got to be connected to the gang. Right. You think you controlling that? You go get a check from Leo Cohen and he got you spinning around. And what do I mean by that? Because all you do is get caught up in a 360 deal. Every way you turn, I want a piece of mine, piece of the action. You rap, I want mine. You go on stage and dance somewhere, I want mine, said Leor Cohen, said Jerry Heller, said Rick Rubin. Anybody see a pattern? Where's that come from? All right, fuck it, I'm here. It's Independence Day. Now, where would that come from, y'all? Where would that come from where we get Rick Rubin, and Jerry Heller? I got a little bit of time. Fuck it, the hootie. Right? Jerry Heller, Rick Rubin, Leor Cohen. You guys just assume like it's some damn secret cable or cabal or whatever it is when there is an actual history. Jimmy Iovine, Donnie Ina, keep going. Right? Why so? Because I told you Negroes early on that the first performers in minstrel show were Irish. Why ain't none of you niggas ask me, well, what changed then, Truth? Because maybe I need to say a little bit more. The first performers were the Irish ones in the minstrel show. I didn't mention no Jews. 1843, New York City. That Virginia minstrels were Irish people. Well, what changed if now we talking about the Jews running everything? I thought it was the Irish. Truth. Did anybody ask? No, because we just automatically assume they had some meeting in a what they call those things, in a concentration camp where they was like, yo, when we get out of here, we're gonna run an entertainment business. God damn. Is that what you really think? Let's break this down. Here we go. It's a little sidebar, but to hell with it. This is what's happening, folks. There is something called Yiddish theater. Ready? If you learn one new thing, you Negroes know what to do because you ain't never heard this shit before. Yiddish theater. Okay? This is what became popular amongst the Jews. And they build stage houses and shows for their Yiddish theater. Why? Because they were getting barbecued in, that's right, popular culture. The Jews, the Dutch, the Germans, the Polish, the Italians, the Irish, everybody except the so-called pure blue bloods, and half of them niggas faking jacks too. But the Jews were able to gather some resources and put them together and start open theaters to have their type of entertainment, which was part of it to make them a sympathetic character. No, no, no. We're not the Shylock from Shakespeare. No, no, no. We're not the penny pension stereotypes that you put out here. No, now we're not devious people. No, we have people with feelings and families and all this other melodrama crap. That's what Yiddish theater was. Okay? So let me just go because y'all gonna like, the fuck this guy doing anything? He always trying to mention some random stuff. I know what you Negroes are thinking. Yiddish theater, is it in this article? Let's go. Because it'll probably be at the bottom. Just give me a second. Because it'll make sense. Remember, now he's telling me that in the 1880s and 90s going forward, they're not really the Irish. Now they Jews? Truth. What the hell do you mean? Well, God damn it. I gotta do it this way. Okay. In New York, you have the Yiddish Theater District. Pay attention. The Yiddish Theater, also called the Jewish Rialto, was the center of New York City's Yiddish theater scene in the early 20th century. It was located primarily on 2nd Avenue, though it extended to Avenue B. The district hosted performances in Yiddish of Jewish, Shakespearean, classic, and original plays, operettas, dramas, etc. Right? And then I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but they are now building theaters. Anybody putting these pieces together, Deity? The Hootie? So then when I go, well, what theater did you go to? You went to Lowe's Theater and other Jewish name theaters. Well, those same movie theaters were actual play theaters. And when movies came into play, guess where the movies were shown? And now if you have a sect, when this becomes popular and they get a hold on sheet music, okay? And then you realize that, here's a name for you, George Gershwin, you might want to write it down, and his brother Ira, you might understand that these are central people to Broadway. The Gershwin Theater is in Broadway. They were at the center of the Yiddish Theater. Another name, Irving Berlin, who makes Ragtime, Alexander's Ragtime Band, right? He doesn't make Ragtime. He makes the music, and he tries to be the claim that he created it. Shout out to Scott Joplin on this biatch. Huh? But now you see other Jewish people doing this. Well, what happens? Now the goal for a Jewish kid, because you can't get into many professions yet, is to become an entertainer. But it's looked upon because it's like, oh, no, after a while, no. We want to get into, and this is a true story, we want to get into the professions, which they were locked out of. Columbia University did not want the Jewish people in there. There's a whole Jewish center and more. There's multiple Jewish centers at Columbia today. Well, guess what? Columbia did not want them. Did you know most of your Ivy League schools are what? Either Episcopalian or some other old white people Christian sect. Did not want the Jews, but the Jews eventually got in there. So now the attitude with, oh, my son is a Jewish dancer, tap dancer, whatever, becomes taboo to them. Oh no, we now need to promote and put up doctor, lawyer, accountant, and all the other professions. You don't need to do that. If you're going to do that, you need to do it from a management position. Did you know that the first ghetto superstars of basketball were Jewish? Go look at the first Knicks team and some of those early teams. You're going to see all those Jewish names on them. They had their Jewish basketball leagues. Guess what they did? They played them in their Jewish centers, YWHAs and et cetera. Okay? They are now formulating it to some type of business. Irish in this case, the Celtics, not those Boston Celtics. I'm gonna come back to Yiddish theater and show you in a second, but the New York Celtics. Yeah, I said it. You're gonna learn today, goddammit. Y'all don't have it here? Not the Boston Celtics. Hold on, y'all. Because this is an important point of what I'm saying. They gave it to and let the New York Celtics. The original Celtics, they're called, by the way. As you can see, this is not Boston. This is New York City. This is 1914. They played at Madison Square Garden when it was actually Madison Square Garden on 25th Street. Yes, Corey and others. Here's a side note. God damn it. If you learn one new thing, you could call it fun fact or not. Madison Square Garden, right, is not square. It's round. Even better, why is it called Madison Square then? Okay, so now you guys got the Celtics. You guys can do your homework. These are the Irish people. Okay, so the Jews have the Irish people, and the Jews start to step back and run the leagues, and the Irish starts to come in. Okay? Madison Square Garden, here's another Jew for you July 4th celebrators. How are you going to call it Madison Square Garden when it ain't even square? Well, my Negroes, let's break it down. Madison Square. Madison Square is the name of an area in New York City. Corey, who is from New York City, probably didn't even know this shit. Most people in New York don't know this. So I know people around the country don't know this shit. Why would you? Why? It was in a section of town called Madison Square, Corey, which is around 23rd and Broadway. It's Madison Square Park is there right now. That big ass park right there for my New Yorkers on 23rd and Broadway. That's Madison Square. Where the Flatiron building is, well, across the street from the Flatiron was where Madison Square Garden was. And guess what it was? It was a roof garden where they held certain events. And that's how you get to when it moves up to 34th Street, it's kept the name Madison Square Garden. Fun facts all over the place. They real, I tell you, the Houthi, the Jewish, getting back to them, have their Yiddish theater and such going on. And they have a district which is in the heart of where the theater district is at the time as it's progressing up there. And I told you now they're trying to make a move to get up further. So what happens to this idea of the Jewish performer? Well, let's run down the list. Y'all ready? Here's your first one. Eddie Cantor. Anybody know what Cantor means? Any smart people? That's right. Cantor means singer. Who is Eddie Cantor? Eddie Cantor. Here we go. His real name is what? Isidore Itzkowitz. Eddie Cantor is one of the biggest performers of the era. Okay? Saloon songs to vaudeville, Broadway, early Broadway. Okay? He learned his art, because it gets darker, literally. From whom? He was in vaudeville. He was with the Ziegfeld Follies, which was the biggest vaudeville act group of the era. Cantor co-starred in an act with pioneer, and these are facts, comedian Bert Williams, both appearing in blackface. Cantor played Williams' fresh talking son. The issue with this, folks, not issue, but the irony is Burt Williams was a black man who performed in blackface. Burt Williams is, I think, either him or Stephen Fetchit is the first black millionaire performer. Burt Williams spent his whole career in blackface. Eddie Cantor learned the style from a black man. But let's move on because this ain't about Burt Williams. I could do a whole story on him. Here's Burt Williams doing what? Doing the cakewalk. Bring it 360 for him, Truth. They'll catch it sooner or later. That's Burt Williams, George Walker, and Ada Overton doing the cakewalk in Dahomey, which is the first Broadway musical to be written and performed by African Americans. But we're not talking about them. This ain't Black Day. That's tomorrow. Because what? July 5th. I ain't going to even get to that. Look up Frederick Douglass, goddammit. Okay? So Eddie Cantor, now I'm going to go grown. I'm going to turn the volume now so I don't get in trouble. But I got to show you. I got to take him out of here. Give me 1 second and I'll show you what Eddie Cantor looks like in blackface. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. I know some of y'all looking for ratchet shit. And you know, those who know me know I ain't gonna do no ratchet shit. So sorry, guys. This ain't the drama channel. Come on, man. Just give me the damn clip so I can show the people and move the hell on. Okay. Let me turn him down before I get in trouble. And here you go. What is that? Fair use, blah, 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 fair use. That is Eddie Cantor. Okay, get it now? Look at this. Look at the outfit once again. See? And remember your Met Gala? All right. So now you have the performances and some idea of what's going on. These become the entertainment now starting to be led by Jewish people. Go here for 1 second and then I'll get you one more. Oh, I could show y'all this, but nah, y'all not ready for that. Y'all gonna start crying if I show y'all that. Okay, so I'll go back. I won't show y'all that for now. So what happens is this. You then have these Jewish performers, these young kids who want to make a come up, right? And who want to be in the entertainment business, but you know, their parents are now poo-pooing the idea. So what you have, I'm going to show a few of him, is this man to emerge. There's a man named Al Jolson. This is a movie he starred in called The Jazz Singer. This is how it was actually applied. This is later. Initially, it was burnt cork in the 1800s, but now they use this blacking stuff in the 1900s. Okay? This is how it happened. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'll just show you the progress. So now look at the hair. Wait, he didn't have that hair. So he then applies. There you go. And there you go. Anybody see the magic? That's how they did it. That's his hair. Okay? There you go. You got to put the eyes in. So now you have the Jewish man, and okay, I'm glad I stopped it right here. The Jewish man who was coming from Yiddish theater, who got into the minstrel shows and blackface shows and used that as a mechanism to perform and become big stars. But the parents of these Jewish people don't necessarily want that. Why? Because no, you need to go be a lawyer, doctor, and we're fighting for that, not to be acting like a N-word. Fun fact: this is the birth of the modern entertainment business. This is why David Stern, Adam Silver, and the other ones hold the keys to the NBA. This is why, when you look at the music industry, you see the names that were mentioned. This is why, when you look at Hollywood, you see those names. These people was coming up at this time as a result of their influence in this burgeoning business amongst themselves. Take it out to California, to Hollywood, and build what you know as Hollywood to project an image of Americanness in certain lights so they can get credibility and get away from being barbecued themselves in popular culture. What were they before? William Shakespeare had them as the Shylock. They were the penny pinchers, the Jews, the people who couldn't be trusted. Now they can have some control, sprinkle a little bit of they don't want to be too have Jew thing in there, right? But they'll sprinkle it in there enough so their profile in popular culture as a weapon starts to rise. But what happens is at this point, mama is mad because you're doing what? Sitting around putting black paint on your face and woolly hair. Thinking about mama and your decisions. Remember, this movie is called The Jazz Singer. Say what? So I'm not going to go it goes through his problems and so forth and so on. Right? Whole thing. So y'all go back here for 1 second. And the reason he said, somebody just said, Drake, we see you. I think I saw that. I think I got that Drake picture too. Ogun want me to put that Drake picture up every day. So what happens is, old boy over there goes and blacks his face up and does what? Some of my older heads might know where I'm going with this next one. If I can find it, it's difficult. It's like, are you shitting me? It should be the first one up here. Just give me 1 second, y'all. I apologize for the little delay right here, but you got to see it if you haven't seen it already. Jesus Christ. Just, all right, I'll look for it somewhere else. How is this difficult? This should be up here. All right, let me just do this. So what happens is just okay, here's the scene. So what happens is, remember, oh God, hold on, let me get past this first. All right, so what happens is, now you get your shot, and what do?
Mammy, Mammy, the sunshine
You dedicate the song to Mammy.
beats, the sunshine's wet, but I know where the sun shines best. Mammy, Mammy.
Anybody see? That's a great pause by me. Pause and pause. Anybody see what's on his hands? Anybody get now why the cartoon characters all wear gloves? The gloves are a remnant of the minstrel show. I know what I can show you because you niggas don't believe that. Let me write that down. Jews all around grown. They don't believe me. They don't catch him. Is a result of the minstrel show. Mickey wears gloves, right? Who doesn't? Bugs Bunny wears gloves. Most cartoons wore gloves. Why? Because that is a tribute to where it comes from. I said this before. The reason that you have cartoons is not for your childish entertainment. It is to sell music. So, and this is not to just single out the Jews, but these are the people that we're talking about are instrumental in this part. Who's selling the song sheets? The Jewish people. Who's involved in the early music business? The Jewish people. Who's involved in the early film business? Who has the theaters that we mentioned? So now to push product, because it's all about pushing products, you build some type of entertainment that includes the music that you're selling. Because that's the driving force. There was no VHSs and DVDs for you to go and buy the cartoon to play it at home because most people didn't even have a TV in their house. You went to go see the cartoons in the movie theater. Then you hopefully go buy what? You got to buy something. Merch and swag ain't really like that yet. You go buy the music that you just heard in the cartoons. This, about to get decoded for you again, is why your cartoons have names like Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies. It's not for the cartoons, it's the music that you're hearing, which was the music of the time, because the Jewish people, not just the Jewish people, but jazz music was popping up. You're looking at a movie called The Jazz Singer. You don't see a Negro in it. Anybody catching this shit? Somebody is. One of these neo wokes or old wokes is. While this
My
nigga
heartstrings are tangled around Alabama. I,
Alabama,
I'm a coming. Sorry, I made you wait. I'm coming. I hope and trust I'm not late.
so now those coon balls, if you didn't look like this, you wasn't even getting on stage and on the dance floor. And he might not get in the dance floor because his costume is even too plain. This movie, if you look at any movie database or something like that, it's definitely probably in the top 100 movies. This is like, people love this damn shit. Al Jolson was one of the biggest performers in American history, bar none. And he performed and made fun of you. But he claimed he had Jewish friends. I mean, black friends. Made fun of you for most of his career. Heaven on a Mule and all. Hmm? What you said? Heaven on a Mule? What the fuck is he talking about? Okay, I'll show you that too. Lord, you guys are just brutal. Y'all don't want to believe me. How about this might make y'all sad. Oh, fuck it. You know I'm gonna play it then. Don't cry. Don't cry. I'm gonna turn the music the sound down. Don't cry now, okay? Heaven on a Mule is what I said. Now watch. See what heaven looks like? Al Jolson in blackface brought his mule to heaven.
St. Peter. Here you is in a heavenly land where the good folks go. Gabriel, come right in, hallelujah to you.
Even there's a book, side note, y'all still with me? Oh wow, 63 people. I appreciate that, y'all. There's a book now. I'm gonna throw some books in here for you, okay? Ready? Here's one for you. Don't say I ain't never told you nothing. If you want to know more, here's one book you can get. It's called Raising Racists. Okay? And this will tell you the impact of this popular culture and how it has an effect on these things. And this is from 1890 to 1939 in the period that we're talking about. So if you're interested in the actual book, here you go. It's called Raising Racists. But since we're being racist, let's get back to where was it at? The children, like I mentioned.
Step right up, get a new pair of wings and a new halo. Thank you, sir, and my thanks to the Lord.
And the Heidi ho. Who said that? Jews all over the place growing. They'll catch them one day, maybe. What did I say about those cartoons? Did you think I forgot? I'm going to give you a special Jew pause because it's July 4th and you Negroes have turned into me. What is wrong with you people? God bless you and thank you, though. Here we go. Want to see where it starts? I may not repeat this. Here we go. Sambo and the funny noises. Come on now. Go back down. Sambo and his funny noises. Y'all want to see Sambo? Well, there is Sambo. There's Sambo. Okay? About the church. See, they're always harming themselves, the black kids. But that's Sambo. What does Sambo inspire? Y'all ready? Sambo, walk y'all here slow. This is in the newspaper, the Sunday Star, 1908. Sambo inspires something called Felix the Cat. What? One of the first cartoon stars, Felix the Cat, 1919, is inspired by Sambo. S-A-M-B-O. Oh, it's not in this one? I'll find you the other one. But this is inspired by Sambo, that little Sambo cartoon. This popularity is in line with who? Mickey Mouse. All right? So this is where that comes from. And you see the progression now from the print to the image in the form of cartoon. Right? And this is that progression. Taking those characters and bringing them and what is it, anthropomorphizing animals in cartoon. Signification, but you can't decode it because we don't know the history. We're not taught the history where they came from. Like, wait a minute, y'all really making fun of me? Yes. And 99% of y'all doing? Yes. Popular culture is a weapon. Who did this? Otto Mesmer. You see these names involved in this? Music, culture, music, stage, image. And as you can see, who did that? The same person who did Lil Sambo was the one who bought you Felix the Cat. See the art style? Same person. When he left the newspaper and went to the other one, he took Felix the Cat with him. Long story, short story. Okay? So now we got that progression. So you're all the way there. But when we go back further, we're talking about coon balls and seeing the origins of where that could exist. You got fraternal orders amongst all this other stuff who are having parades and whole parties from this, right? And so what you have, maybe I'll just skim through this article. Oh, here you go. Here's one for you. Masquerade ball that happens. And what do you get? You get contest, this ladies, best coon character. See? You get awards for being coons. Ladies, best coon character. First place was Mrs. Goodman. They were getting awards for making, like I say, imagine a player's ball where you think they doing something fine, and then you see Dave Chappelle do that skit. Well, these are the black folks, white folks looking at your culture and your events, and then having whole events mocking you. And this is their entertainment, which funded their fraternal, social organizations and churches. Your exploitation. They have whole contests where people are getting reward. Gents, best coon character, dressing as coons. Anybody say Met Gala? Ooh, why he go there? Ooh, didn't mean to go there on you. Which one of them niggas got best coon that night? I'll ask it. Which one of them fancy think they was doing something at the Met Negroes got coon of the night? Oh, you dressed to the nines, coon man. You see it. Best coon characters awarded where? At coon dances and coon balls. Pause. This shit ain't so funny no more, is it? Coon dance, a success. The coon dance and masquerade at the industrial home. This was an Oddfellows party. Many attractive designs and mask costumes. The coon ball is an annual affair. The committee, such and such and such. I'm not going through all that. All throughout the country. Here you go. Coon masquerade ball. There you go. That's the ad you see in the paper. Making fun and mocking you. Come make fun of the Negroes and have a good old time. This is the 24th annual Coon Masquerade Ball. Think I'm making this shit up? What about African Chief for the Coon Ball? Wow. Woo, woo. Happy Independence Day. Huh? So now this thing will come addresses the surprise it is claimed will be in the form of a royal personage from Africa, a mighty ruler whose name and address is kept a dark secret. Even making fun of you when you was in the jungle. Mm, mm, mm. And so, is this the one? Come on. So now you have another example. I thought this was the one for the kids, but it's not. Because they have kids coon balls too. But everybody see all this is going on. This is popular culture. This is entertainment. Anywhere you turn, these people have whole events making fun of you. That's the primary objective. Let's have a good time, and you will be rewarded for how well you are racist against the Negroes. I think it may be under Coon Dance. I might have some more. All right. How about this? Fun galore. Black-faced minstrel kings and pretty chorus queens to hold the boards. Neil O'Brien promises a new flock of coon jokes. Told you you're the joke. And some first-class nigger dances. Plenty of lively music. Okay? Right there in front of your screen. They have no shame about this. This isn't a one-off. They want you to think it's just in some redneck culture somewhere. It's set at the root of popular culture in America. Here you are, white women dressed as some watermelon queens or whatever. Mhm. The whitewash man in the candy shop. One of the members of the candy shop that during the run of the new Charlie, blah, 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 the white man, blah, 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 blah. I'm not reading the whole damn thing. You see it. Coon's celebrations. Here you go. Fun. The best yet, an all night coon dance. So y'all play around with these words like it's cute. Don't realize half the shit you're saying, oh, that shit really happened. Huh? 5 prizes. Let's see what the prizes are, y'all. Best dressed coon. Best sustained coon character means you acted like a coon all night long. The best couple for cakewalkers, the best dressed colored lady. Now remember, ain't a Negro in attendance. Awards are given out for the best dressed colored lady. And of course, the cakewalkers. Let's see their rules again. None but colored folks allowed on the floor. Ain't a quote unquote real colored person in the room. And you see the kicker? Wearing a mask will not be allowed. Oh no, you need to sit down and put that black paint on your face, or you're not getting in. Wearing of a mask will not be allowed. And like I told you, to support what? Supper served in a hall by the ladies of the Catholic Church. These is quote unquote God fearing citizens doing this. When they don't think you're human, you don't got the same rights, no matter if they believe in God or not. Lord have mercy. Our first what? Our first what? Give it to me. Coon dance. We're gonna celebrate our first coon dance. Same thing. Prizes, large cake. This part of the program was then turned into a prize waltz for a large cake in plain view of all on the stage. Whew, man, this shit could get brutal. So, we having fun? We having fun yet, guys? Huh? We're laughing up a storm, huh? Let me make it a little bit more laughy if my computer want to work right here. Here we go, folks. Don't cry. Please don't start crying. Why, Truth? Why? This is how they got that look. Don't you dare start crying. Number 1, up here. Here goes the mask. Here's old Uncle Joe. Here's Aunt Dinah. Where's the other one? Okay, look at this. This one right here is a scam. I'm trying to. It won't come center, go center, but you see this one right here to the all left. Look at this, sporty mosaic. That is scary as hell. But okay, where am I gonna get my outfit from? Well, look what you got here. Negro minstrel suit. Y'all paying attention? Yo, watch me put it all together for y'all. Negro minstrel suit. Let me make sure it's showing, because this is a bomb right here. Okay, what does it say below Negro minstrel suit? Can y'all see that? I think it's clear. And remember your Met Gala Ball. That's right. It says dandy menstrual suit. Thank you, Google. They were ordering these things and wore them to their coon dances and balls. Sorry, y'all. I had to do it to y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't cry. Don't cry. Huh? Now, when I showed my $1.50 bounce, I told y'all the other day, look at them collars. Why were there them collars on a basketball warm-up uniform worn by the Harlem Globetrotters? You see it, Dev. My main man, Dev. Peace, Dev. That's my man right there. Yeah. Look at this. Where are we going to get an outfit to dress like these niggas? Just order it. Just order it. Popular culture is a weapon, goddammit. Go back here for 1 second. Let me see what else I can pull out the files for you. Hold on. Thank y'all, by the way. Like I said, I'm really aware it's July. Oh, I can show it now because I just got through. It's July 4th. And so if you think I'm not appreciative for you spending even a second of your holiday listening to some random nigga on the internet, I do appreciate it. But before that, scary situation. Now I can show you a better picture. Lord have mercy. Look at this here. Look at that. The one I highlighted. Lord have mercy, Jesus. God help us all, Dab. Help us all. Popular culture done got us in a chokehold. Pause. All right. So that's that. What else can I show y'all? Oh, I can show y'all that. Y'all want to see a look? Here's a look for you. I'm trying to find the main book for you. You gotta give me a second. But here you go. There you go. I'll zoom out. There you go. See the pants? See the unmatching? What is that? Paisley kind of up top with this checker stuff here? See the exaggerated tie? You see they said you wore fake diamonds too, by the way. This whole song is about you wearing fake paste diamonds. So you're gonna see many of the minstrel outfits with these fake paste diamonds on them. That's an essential part of the minstrel character. Here's another one for you. Once you see them full 3D, not 3D, whatever this is, what they look like. This was the face of popular culture. But I'm going to show you this for a second. Let me just see if I can find a book. Because if I can find a book, then I'll show y'all. What did I put it as? Just give me a second, y'all. I'm just trying to find a book so I can go through it with y'all and y'all can see and get disappointed, and hopefully people will cry along the way. You know, I like shit like that. Come on, man. Don't make me work for this. Why don't you just pop up? All right. I think I could find it just on the internet. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just put it over here, see if I can get it. What do I put it on? I gotta put it on here. Pardon me, y'all. I'm just trying to get this book up so I can show y'all. Is this it? No. I can't find it at the I can't find it at the moment, but I will. Shit, y'all here. It's July 4th. Y'all ain't doing shit. You know what, man? We got some good stuff out the way. Let's just get crazy. Yo, check this out. The reason that before Mad Magazine and all this other shit, right? They got whole industries and how do you call it? And content making fun of your silly asses. All right, which bursts a lot of stereotypes. Let's just fucking show them. One of the magazines is called Judge magazine. This issue is 1895. Right up here. I'm sorry, y'all. What is here? The hand-me-down suits. I'm sorry, y'all. Look at the suit. Look at your dandies. Look at all the images that I've shown you. I talked about rag pickers and everything, why the clothes are mismatched. Let's see the poem that they made about the hand-me-down suit. There comes a time at the season's close, does you catch on when the summer suit for half price goes, don't you see? And the checkered pants by the dummy shed, well, I smile to be sunburnt cutaway coat is wed, and there you is. Just crease the pants and bag the coat. Don't give it away and hunch up the vest around the throat. I've been there. You'll pass for a fella just back from the springs. Oh, come off. What forgot his trunk with his winter things, I should remark. But the summer hat is what gets me. You're almost right. They am all called and from A to Z. Ain't that so? There's the hat and shoes, mind the proverb, friends, way out of sight. About adjusting the means to the ends that gives me the laugh. Now, yeah, that's a silly ass fake poem. But you see that it's more about the image. There you go. That look that you hold on to, that Willie Dynamite shit that y'all got in your atmosphere, you see where it's coming from, right? The minstrel show. Let me go back here. Let me see what else can we run through. Actually, there you go. I'm make yo. This gonna be on the t-shirt, y'all. This shit hard. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm ignorant as fuck. Okay, look, I told you, Judge's Library. As you can see, this one is 1892. As you can see, I'm not making it up. 1892. Well, you on your Great Migration once again. This is some popular culture, and you a bunch of gamblers. Here you go. Black man sitting there, but did you look closely? What does he have in his back pocket? Somebody say, what? Okay. Y'all see that, right? You know, he got the razor in his pocket. Y'all see that? He got his own $1.50. And since it's the holiday, and since we are here, we ain't over yet, but let's just take this celebration break.
Blade the blade. Go roar. Take your flight.
Woo! Look at that collar. Look at that collar. Look at the collar. Look at the collar. Cut him up. Cut him up. Cut him up. Cut him up. Y'all don't get the whole thing yet. Get the hell out of here. You lucky I gave you that much, goddamn it. No way, Jose. No, no, no. We got to get through some more boredom first. But you see the razor. Hmm? So y'all guys will get it sooner or later. This emphasis on the razor, you got to realize, is not coincidence. It's going to break your heart. Judges Magazine had a whole issue dedicated to who? Coons. All about our colored brethren. Coons. Ain't no Booker T in this picture. Hmm? Making fun of you. See the suit again? See the tie? See popular culture. Two big magazines, you guys can look it up, Judge Magazine and Puck Magazine. Filled with exploitation of you. Here you go on Judge's Library. What they got the little pickaninny doing? Making fun of your children's too. Think it's a game? And since we here and it's July 4th, we're gonna make the exploitation day. Because why? I told you about the children. I told you how this affects generationally. You think it died back then, and I'm gonna show you something. Where's it at? Let me just find it. God damn it. Let me find one. So, folks, when the little children's is for Christmas, what are they asking White Santa for? I want one of those monkeys that climb a string, a dancing coon, and a big wagon. What the hell? A dancing coon? Some kid won as a Christmas present? What is that? Well, here's one for you, smart niggas ready to cry. It's called the Alabama Coon Jigger. And it was a mechanized device where it was a dancing coon. Popular mechanical toys, Alabama Coon Jiggers, the dancing coon. All you known for is dunking and dancing. The dancing coon, an interesting wind-up toy with plenty of action, just the thing for kiddies. Christmas gift. The kids are writing newspapers wanting an Alabama coon jigger and coon dances. Once again, if you want a literary work, since you don't believe me and you rather believe Dwight and them, and no, that's not in the book. You only get that here, but here you go. Because you might want to, I don't believe the random nigga on the internet. I'll believe Dwight and them, no. Well, there you go. Now back to the primaries. I don't need no patty tennis. The goddamn primaries. Huh? Ham and Sam, the minstrel team, is another toy. So the children's want dancing niggas for Christmas gift. The children's are going to the movies, seeing exploitative images of you shucking and bucking and dancing and such. Children. Well, guess what those children were? And then, what is this, 1902 or whatever, 22? They become parents and grandparents and pass on the tradition of how you should be viewed. You're viewed through the lens of popular culture. And they celebrate your exploitation, coon balls, minstrel shows, police matinees. What you just say? Yeah, I'll get to that one too. I'll throw that one in there for you too. But you understand this now, right? Let's see another one since you don't believe me. 1916. Dear Santa Claus, I'm a little boy, 6 years old. I go to school and I'm in the first grade. My name is Joseph Chambers. I wish you would please bring me a master builder set, a bell, violin, dancing, coon. Asking Santa Claus for a dancing coon for Christmas. Lord have mercy, Jesus, help us all. Get it? Here's a picture. There you go. Alabama coon jiggers. Every kitty wants one of these dancing coons. Don't make them cry. Don't make them cry. Oh, man. I mean, you see, I could show you a whole lot of shit, but I don't want you niggas crying. Which one did I show you? I will. How about this? This might make you cry a little bit. In the newspaper, what do they got for little children and adults? They got dancing coons. But what do you have to do? You got to put the discombobulated, cut up Negro together. And once you put this discombobulated, cut up Negro together, you can make him dance. God damn. Woo! Woo! NWA, can you dance too? Now, when you got the audacity to go and kill your brother and then create a dance around it, which is this part of this drill shit, you are entertainment for them. You're not showing none of us how tough you are. You're showing that they wound you up and let you go out there and do it for their entertainment. Kill each other and dance about it, nigga. Sorry to be so direct, but I don't know what y'all think is going on. Whether we make a few dollars from it or not. Go kill each other and dance about it, and then we'll be on TikTok and subtly take it and do your death dance, dummies. Kids all over TikTok doing death dances. Oh, what's that really dance? Oh no, that's when the kid got shot and how he fell to the floor. Better yet, you kill each other over God knows what and whatever type of justifications you got for it. Next thing you know, the Crip dance is right up there with the cha-cha slide. You ain't had to be a Crip to do that in 30 years. Well, how long Snoop been around? 20, 30 years at this point. Who are the Crips? Oh. And then you go, wait a minute. Yeah. Granted, they're that group or whatever it is, but yeah, that's a death dance. Because the same people doing it will pop your top off in 2 seconds. And then show you how tough they are by dancing about it. We are so goddamn confused out this bitch. Dancing killers? Corey, help me out. This nigga, listen, these little niggas got 6, 7, 18 bodies and got the time after being a goddamn sociopath to dance about it? Oh, hell no. There's something wrong with these niggas. Y'all scared to say it. Dancing and drive-bys? Oh, shit. But when popular culture is a weapon and you do your homework, you'll see that you didn't even start that shit. The white folks did it. While making fun of you. Then your silly asses made it real. Dummies. Anywho, you're in the paper, dancing coons, cut the fuck up. You think they care about your body? Yes, it's just a little puzzle, but it's the point behind it. You don't understand what they're saying about the black body? It has no value. Cut them niggas up. Electrocute them if you need to. Shout out to George Stinney, who died around this damn time. Shout out to Emmett Till around this time, and the Scottsboro Boys too. Do you know that this is the height of the lynching era in America? Nerd time again. He done mention another one because y'all think he just be talking. You're going to learn and you're going to follow the fuck along whether you like it or not. You're going to pay attention to me on July 4th. You're going to learn something new, goddammit. It's called the nadir. The nadir is a low point, right? And then if we go, what is the nadir of American race relations? You will find out 1877 after those 13, 14, 15 run into them issues with Reconstruction and all that. Well, guess what emerges in popular culture? All over the place. Negro beasts. I showed you the books. Negro menaces, Negro brutes. To lead to them wanting to harm you now that you're free. Hang you now that you're free. Lock you up on some damn chain gang. Because everything associated with you now, this is the fucking key. You were not thought that way when you were on them plantations under their systems. They made you what? Oh, happy Jim Crow and mammy ham boning nigga. But once they can't control you, oh no. Without our control, they will be menaces. Popular culture switches on you. Ain't no more choking on a ham bone songs. Now you are the bully. Now you are the dangerous black man, the coon of all coons, but you're the dangerous coons, barber man. Barber man, yes, you was once a barber and a foundation and the root of that community. That same weapon in your hand, barber man, we're going to flip It's not a tool of liberation anymore. Barber Man has significant roles in the community. Shout out to Alonzo Herndon and others. But now that same razor is violence and a weapon. Same razor that they use to master the tonsorial, TONSORIAL, arts. Hmm? So when popular culture can switch on you, you see the effects. Why? Because if I just go and go control F and go lynch, really? Lynch, I can go here and you will see lynchings. The defining characteristic of a lynching, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to get into all that. The height of lynching was during this nadir of race relations, which is coinciding with the image that is being projected in popular culture. The dangerous, slick coon becomes a justification because the acts, look what you're doing. Look at the image of you. Hang 'em high. Hmm? Booker T. Washington, this is where the issue comes in. A situation called the most prominent black leader during the period, Booker T, early part of the nadir, he had argued that black people could be better themselves by doing hard work and being thrifty. You see? That's his whole thing. This is what Du Bois's problem was. Like, yo, it's not a matter of just hard work. It's a matter of we got to agitate the system for change. Agitate means push and try to break in. You know what I'm saying? The system. Because in this system, no matter what we do, we're going to be viewed by them because they control the media. This is why, put the pieces together for you slow. You'll pick it up. What was Du Bois's position in the NAACP? Anybody know? Because most of you niggas think he ran it. Not most of you, because people in here pretty well informed. Most people think he ran. He did not run shit. W.E.B. Du Bois' highest position in the NAACP was head of the goddamn magazine. The magazine. Okay? He didn't trust them niggas like you think he did. You don't remember the Niagara movement. You might want to do some homework on the Niagara movement. God damn it. Fuck it. We here. Why did I say that? Because the Niagara movement was an attempt by black folks to try to do it without the white dollar. And they ran into problems. Why? Because niggas ain't got enough money as a people. We didn't. I know you like to say, well, we put all our money. Yo, the point is, sometimes you can't squeeze blood from a rock or whatever the goddamn expression out of messed up is. Well, the Niagara movement tried to do it without white help. That's why they ran into problems, because they ran out of funding to do things. Did you know that? Well, when the Niagara movement has its issues and they realize that they don't have funding, well, what the hell pops up? White money, niggas. That's where the NAACP comes from. They were able to add the money to keep it going. The Niagara movement, which was all us, we struggled with that. White folks go, oh, I can throw a few dollars, this, and get the government to give you some money or whatever. All about images. I could spend forever on that, but this ain't about that, goddammit. I'm really trying to find this book. Could I show you? I'm pissed off I can't find it right now. But what was I at? Dancing Coons, right? Y'all still want some Dancing Coons, or y'all disgusted by that yet? All right, there's another thing that I want to add to this, because I mentioned music, right? What are the roots of and I hope you knuckleheads is in here, because I want to do a whole thing on this, because I need more Negroes to get clarity on this. What is the birth of the modern music industry? I'll look in the chat in a second. Music industry. What do you attribute that to? Like, okay, what bursts this music industry? And no, it's not from those 17 or 1600s or nothing like that. No. I'll look in the chat in a second. I just can't. Yo, I can't front y'all. You're mad over here. Yo, one day I need to give y'all access. Yo. Remember yesterday I did that, or the day before, on Charles Reason, and I tried to tell you all that, show you all that stuff about that secret society. Who you know got actual pictures and primaries. Remember Charles Reason, who I told you was what? Who was Charles Reason, y'all? That's right. The first black professor in the college. A polymath, a genius. Who you know got pictures drawn by him when he was a kid? You see that? Charles Reason. Who you know? I think, was this James McCune? Well, this is Charles Reason again. Who you know got drawings when he was a kid? I swear I need Jesus. Here you go. Oh, damn. Y'all lucky. Patrick Reason, his brother? His when he got indentures. Okay. Black folks, it was good to get indentures. This is 1820s, 30s, right? This is how you got. So Patrick Reason, who was Charles Reason's brother and also in the African Free School, this is his indenture. So now you guys can see what an apprentice indenture looks like. That Patrick Reason, a colored youth boy, now aged 17 years, on the blah, 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 blah. And he's going to be an engraver, which he did end up becoming. But that's the paperwork for that. And that's Patrick Reason's signature right there. Y'all niggas, come on, y'all. This is, who's this? Philip White's pharmacy. Yeah, I'll be having all type of. This is all the work that Patrick Reason did. This is Maryland in Africa. This is what John Brown Russwurm ran. Let me see what else is in this one. Damn. All right. Side note, let's go back here. We ain't gonna get too all over the place. You know how I could get. Like, oh, what y'all want to see? I got that too. Now, Dancing Coons, wasn't we? Yeah. Let me see the chat for a second. Peace, everybody. Dahudi, the cheat sheet was yeah, Dahudi got the cheat sheet. Can I get a witness sheet music? Y'all want to see? You want to see sheet music? That what y'all want to see? What do you mean remix of the music in it? Yo, all right, goddamn it. Ebony done made look, y'all. And I'm just half joking. My biggest hater in the world is in the building, god damn it. Can't do shit right as far as Ebony is concerned. God damn, brutal. What up, Ebony? But here's the point. Since Ebony wants to go there, god damn it, I did ask the questions, what are the roots of the music industry? Ebony, god damn it, well, now you don't force me to remember out this bitch. So here we go. Ebony and others. Tin Pan Alley. That's where it comes from. Smart niggas. Why does it keep jumping to a new tab? I don't know why does it keep doing it. You see this? Now let's read. Tin Pan Alley was a collection of music publishers and songwriters in New York City that dominated the popular music of the United States in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. That's the birth, and I use the word modern, music and entertainment business. Originally referred to specific location on West 28th Street, whatever. Okay? The start of Tin Pan Alley usually dated to about 1885 when a number of music publishers set up shop in the same district of Manhattan, so forth and so on. Origin of the name, whatever, it was about the pots and pans that they were banging, and what have you. Origin of song publishing. Who did that? It was in Tin Pan Alley. Why is that important? Because when you talk about the Jewish role in this, remember Yiddish Theater about a half an hour or so back? Remember the song sheet? I told you they were the song sheet sellers as well. Well, here we are, right here at the birth of the modern music and entertainment business, who was there? The Jewish people, my niggas. Do you see how this comes? It's not Illuminati. They were locked out of the white collar professions and did this because it came from peddling. They were peddlers. They sold. They got their hand on something and sell it, and they went around the country peddling, not just New York City. So they knew the market and what people want. So now, because y'all be thinking he just be making stuff up, right? I got to do this for you. Jewish peddlers. So you know I'm not making this shit up. If you want the book, here's the book. I got it where I saw the cover. Let me go back. Where's the book? Because I want to make sure you get the right one. Here you go, right here. If you want the book, there it is. Roads Taken. You niggas won't ever call me a lie. I actually read these goddamn books. Unlike some of these other people just showing covers, I read them. So anyway, you see the Jewish peddler came over here selling all this stuff, so he knew what the people wanted. He knew the markets where certain things would sell. When you go back to Tin Pan Alley and see these things, you'll see that the copyright control of melodies was not as strict, and publishers would often print their own version. They would say, okay, you made a hot song, Tahuti, I could take that and put on my own version. So now they begin to have stronger regulations. And what comes out of that? Oh, matter of fact, here you go. Remember I told you about Yiddish theater? Why do they have the Yiddish cowboy here? A Yiddish cowboy trying to change the image of the Jews through popular culture. Anybody listening? This ain't the Jewish article. This is Tin Pan Alley. Remember the Yiddish theater I told you about earlier? Well, lo and behold, here this shit come up again. Many Jewish immigrants became music publishers and songwriters on Tin Pan Alley. You're welcome. Stop thinking it's Illuminati. There's a method to this. Learn it, and you'll learn history along the way of a number of things. Right in the article, many Jewish immigrants, the peddlers and otherwise, became music publishers. You know what the hustle was? These people were genius. You got to study. Yo, the song sheets cost, let's say, 3 cents to make. They turn around and sell them for 15 cents to 25 cents. Huh? Tripling up off of every song sheet sold. That's how they did it. Okay, yo, I could get these printed for cheap and sell it for more. Print it for cheap, sell it for more. Now I'm gonna get the exclusives. Oh nah, I don't want nobody else trying to sell my stuff. I'm gonna lock it down. Copyright comes into play. Image protection, all these protections. Why? Because they done set it up and don't. God damn it, will you niggas listen? Right in the article. This is the birth of the music. Do you understand now when you have Jerry Heller, Rick Rubin, Leo Cohen? Why? It's in conjunction with, at the time, where the Jewish people, as a people, they're coming over here. They seem to be the dirty ones that the people call them, right? They're calling them all the people the dirty ones, the this, and that, the thieves, and all this other shit that's historically been put on them. They're trying to clean up their image. Hollywood is the land of images. Hurt people, so they exploited someone else for a come up. That's the other part of it. They was hurt people and they said shit. Hurt people hurt people. Who did they hurt? They hurt you. You dancing and Dunkin' Darky hurt you. Because what does this lead to? It leads to, watch this come back around. At Shapiro, Bernstein, and Co., Louis Bernstein recalled taking his plunging races at Madison Square Garden, yada, yada, yada. Initially, Tin Pan Alley specialized in melodramatic ballads. Why is this important? Anybody catch the clues I said earlier? What was made of one of the main emphasis of Yiddish theater? Didn't I say melodramas? Didn't we see Al Jolson in The Jazz Singer singing a melodramatic ballad about Mammy? Is anybody listening? I hope so. Jews everywhere grown. They say he ain't talking about nothing. They don't get. God damn it. Didn't I tell you the Yiddish theater? I showed you Al Jolson putting on blackface. I rented the whole thing high. That was kind of a disappointment. You going that route, but the hell with it. And sang a melodramatic song in blackface and Mickey Mouse gloves about Mammy. Those were the songs that were pushed at the beginning of the modern music business. But it embraced the newly popular styles of the cakewalk and ragtime music, controlling the dancing and singing of the Negro from the beginning. Lord have mercies. Anybody listening? From the beginning. All right? Tin Pan Alley also acts as another approach to modernism. This can be seen in the use of certain influences, such as a vernacular African American impact coming from ragtime coon songs, the blues, and jazz. Drops the mother effing mic. Now, what birthed the music industry? When I told you 1,000 goddamn times, you won't believe me. Believe your lying eyes and what Dwight and them told you, because you rather hear from Dwight to give us some validation. I told you, coon songs birthed the modern music business, and it wasn't you. It was May Irwin and her folks bringing out that dangerous black man bully gangster music. You niggas wasn't doing it. You niggas didn't have the attitude yet. Out of this comes ASCAP. ASCAP comes out of that. Why? To protect them. Was founded in 1914 to aid and protect the interests of established publishers and composers. Who were they? We saw who they were. And they made it a fraternity or secret society because new members were only admitted with sponsorship of existing members. Do you think they let you in there? That boy good. You can say what you want. Anybody see that? Anybody see that? At the root of this, there's one more thing because I got to get out of here. I'm not Captain Negative completely about this, because what I like to do is show you, because you begin to appreciate what your people actually fought for. And so what I mean by that, in the midst of this, what's going on, you do got a shining light. And it got a name you should never forget. I'm gonna show this real quick before I get out of here. Present. You always have music but can't name nor show one damn song. What I do now? Me? Hold on. Look, this is the shining light. I think I saw Chris just coming here. Please, Chris. Gotham Addicts. This is so dope for our people. So they were in New York. That's the Gotham part. But they took Addicts from who? Crispus Addicts. This is the music company. This was ours. Look at what we were doing. And this is not an exploitation, but that was just a song called Bandana Land and whatever was country, right? Williams and Walker, not in blackface here, in their regular face. The song sheet covers that they produced were not Coon song sheets. The Christmas Gotham Addicts was created to fight the negative Coon songs and the Al Jolson and Eddie Cantor exploitation type of songs. Black folks, right? And this leads to it should be in this article. Our first record label. Anybody know, Dev? What was the first black record label? You better hope you get it before put it in there before I put it in. All right, I'm gonna start going. Black. I'm not looking at the chat. Swan Records. And here you go, folks. Here's the last jewel of the day. Our first record company was Black Swan Records. It was founded in 1921. So we take control. The best. There's a whole nother. Oh man, do I do this? I'm just gonna give you a preview of what I might do the next one on, because now those folks who have Black Swan Records are up against something else, and that something else is what they're doing to. Give me a picture real quick so I can show them what they're doing. You're up against race records, but these race records are exploited. How do I exploiting? I'll use that for now. It's a holiday. Because those blues records are. You think Coon song era was bad? I ain't really showed y'all the shit that come from the blues era. Lord have mercy. I'm just trying to find you one or two that I have here that I can show you the type of craziness. Hold on one second, y'all. Just trying to find something. Shit, always want to be slow when I'm. Okay. I'll just do this. Share this tab. Here goes your gambling. Right. This is what are they called? Race records. So what do you think the subjects are going to be about? You being gamblers, right? Let's get some more real quick. Well, I'm sure I got the ones where you were in prison too, and you got prison blues. Where's my damn? I forgot what I put it under. Where's the prison blues? So you come in and they got to fight this. So here you go. This is 1930 now, right? Washboards get together. Same minstrel faces that we've been seeing at this point almost a century. Now you got the Memphis Jug Band. I told you we getting into the blues era, right? And this is what the blues people got to walk into, right? Same images, same stuff. Now we're in blues. We're not talking ragtime, and we're talking blues. And these are race records using the same type of subject matter, bad luck dice. Gambling niggas, killing niggas, prison niggas, right? That's the content. I'm sure some of you can slowly see how this subject matter ends up with you standing on a corner shooting 4, 5, 6 and all this other stuff, right? You did not invent that. So maybe it's under race records, I put it. Race records. Oh yeah, hell yeah, real quick. Here you go. PDQ blues, lazy man right there. Boom. Right? But there's more graphic ones. If hopefully I can find them real quick because I really gotta go. Come on, man. Fucking hate the way they did this new shit. There's the gambling. Here you go. I got Hoodoo. That's the classic one. Nigga Scared. Bulging Eyes. Boom. Race records. These are now race records, which mean that this race records, as you can see, have this subject matter and is your exploitation. Just take yourself down to your nearest Brunswick dealer, lending the ear to the latest Brunswick race records. You'll hear dance music that'll start you shuffling, low down, sobbing blues that are mighty appealing. So what are your blues? Your blues, let me just put this little nugget. Your blues are the problems that you're going through on your migration and where you are in the world at that time. That's where their blues is coming from. Man can't get a job. Man lost his lady. Man does this. All them type of things. They take that and exploit that. They encourage you to do that because it sounds similar to them Jesus Come Save Me songs you were singing on the plantation. Your misery is entertainment for them. And I'm mad that I can't find y'all the prison blues and all that. Here's another one. Mysterious Coon. This ain't a Coon song. This is Columbia Records, okay, is now putting out Mysterious Coon. This is 1928. Mysterious Coon, y'all. See? What's his racket? What's he do? Coon ain't went nowhere. We are in 28. That shit started in 1895, really. Just came to town. What's the song about the bully song I play? I'm a Tennessee nigga who just came to town. Looking for the nigga trying to, yeah. You just come to town. You know what? Maybe I'll get to some psycho and what I was. Those are constant themes that happen in these songs about just who came to town, or fighting over a chick at the party. There are a lot of recurring themes that are in rap music and other music come from this. So race records eventually become, when they have something called a hits chart, become what? Just hold that. I'm not going to even tell you. Nobody knows where this solemn looking coon comes from or what he does. We're in 1928. We're in the record industry era, and the coons and this imagery still persists. Rob On is a demon. I'm going to end this, but I'm going to tell y'all this. And y'all know I don't really delve too much into the TikTok topics. Rob On, I know you're listening. Puff Daddy is going down. Now, Psycho's in the chat, and I heard him saying, oh, time served and all that. That nigga getting at least 18 months, and there's nothing you're going to do about it, Rob On. Sorry. Harlem, hold that L. And y'all representing from a Negro who ain't even from Harlem. Rob On, you made me end this on a good note. But since I'm here, Rob On, you know what time it is. Set it.
I think you're talking about me, right?
Are you?
I got a thing that's called razor blade.
Yeah, Rob
Get to
On.
it, brother.
What up?
Razor blade.
Yo, chat. Gotcha. I'm a gotcha. Gotcha. I'm a gotcha. Watch out. Don't y'all leave just yet. Yo, so check this out. All right, real quick. You Negroes lucky. Y'all my people. But let me tell you something, because y'all think that this is just some one off when y'all don't really understand. I got a whole thing in the works, and you guys have all been set up. And what do I mean by that, folks? Well, that was fake, right? But this is real. And yes, he has a razor in his hand. You heard him say, put that weapon down. I'm going to turn the volume down. Y'all want to see part of it? I'm not even going to show you the whole thing. This is a real fight. Yeah, y'all think, yes, he has a razor in his hand. Y'all think it's I'm not even showing you niggas no more. Stick around. You think that I'm playing out here. Hmm? You think, yeah, because you think this is a game. It gets real. Yeah, y'all. You guys might want to stick around and support because you thought it was just Lil Royal. Oh, it's a whole thing on that. Huh? You saw it between rounds, but they ain't got the whole video. Hmm? Who? Anybody talking about you, right? Get the hell out of here. Huh? But on this July 4th, if y'all feel y'all learned at least one new thing and had some laughs and some fun along the way, and y'all want to support, because I know y'all learned at least one new thing. I mean, goddamn it, it's July 4th. You know, Saturday. Now you can go get drunk and talk stuff at the barbecue and talk about the damn dandy and razors and all that other stuff. But I asked y'all if you learned at least one new thing, and I've done my part, and you want to support. I don't know why the screen just went blank, but yeah, there it is. The browser can't access your screen. Why not? Get the fireworks. uh, yeah. Have I done my part? Have you learned at least one new thing? Somebody said yes. I mean, nigga, trying out here. God damn it. I could talk about ratchets. You want me to do that? Y'all want me to start gossiping? That's what it is? I got to start gossiping and stuff? I'm not doing it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's where we are. That's where we're going. Independence Day is not your holy day. Okay. I ain't gonna argue that. That's fine. But on that note, since you want to be smarty, hold on 1 second. And I want to say I appreciate that, Dave. Appreciate that. I'm gonna give you one more since you want to be smarty. This is your homework tonight. This is your homework today for everybody listening. You are going to read something. Uh, what is it? Present, share, and I want to say thank you to. I'll just say UK. I don't like putting people's names out there, so I'll say thank you to UK. This is your homework. Here you go. I'm gonna put this link in here, and you Negroes better find it and read it. You see this article? What to the slave is the 4th of July? Okay? And you should read this speech. So here's the article. I want to say thank you to KT as well. I saw that. Thank you. So you can see it here. This is your everybody's homework. I'm gonna give you this, and then I'm gonna try to find a primary to give it to you. Cause and to Psycho as well. I appreciate that, Psycho. Thanks a lot. Here you go. Here's that. That's that. And then I'm gonna try to find the exact speech for you real quick because you lazy niggas won't even go and look for it. That's sad. So I'm gonna try to find the whole speech for you, and I think I got it right here. And yeah, here you go. So now your homework or day work is to read on the 4th of July. It's not homework, Ebony Cheese. Read on the 4th of July by Frederick Douglass what to the slave is the 4th of July. It's not really hard. Yo, Ebony, check this out. You can have like a Google, whatever, read it to you now. You don't have to. I want to say thank you to Najma. I hope. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Najma. Um, please, y'all, read it because it'll give context. Because I know we struggle with this day. Of course, I'm with you. I'm with y'all, but it might add a little spice to it. And yes, happy FBA. Yeah, Psycho, is this a FBA holiday? I don't want to start no mess on the way out, but it would seem July 4th is foundational to Americans. So wouldn't it be foundational to Black Americans too? That's a good question. On that note, y'all, 65 people. This is awesome. Ebony's the first AI bot. I mean, yeah, nah, Ebony is so Ebony be on my neck 24/7. Yo, pause. Um, yeah, y'all. I don't want to keep this long. I do hope y'all learned at least one thing. I hope everybody is and stays safe. Don't be ridiculous and hold the fireworks in your hand. Don't be an idiot standing on the roof shooting the guns in the air. They got bullets, what they call them, sensors now. They can hear where the shots are going off. For what? Be careful on the street. Be careful with your kids. It's hot at night now. You heard what Ray said, so watch your back and your fronts out here. And for the love of Christ, you know good and goddamn well niggas don't use baby oil like that. Don't start now because Puff is about to whatever done got off the word thinking it's okay for you to walk around shining like something with some baby oil on. Get your shit together, people. On that note, come back on later. All right, maybe I'll come back on around 9 or 10. If nobody's well, that's you know what? That'll be something really cool for the nerds so I can go into the bag. Because if you're gonna tune in 9 or 10, um, I got it. So yes, maybe I'll do that later today. In the meantime, I appreciate y'all. 65 people in here. For me, for some of the new people, it's like 650 people. So I want to say thank you to y'all. And I do hope that y'all truly learned at least one new thing and got some laughs along the way. Peace, y'all.